Donald has lost his toy lion, which is, I think, something most of us could relate to at one point in our childhood, where we take a beloved, cherished toy outside and we misplace it. That happened to me once. I cried and cried. We went out looking for it all over, came home and found it under the table. Donald's lion is not quite as easy to find, though. This is the 25th episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, directed by the brilliant Sherie Pollack. And as always, I'm watching these because I'm a big Disney fan and will watch anything they've done, but I also like seeing how educational these are. This is certainly educational and interactive. Children are asked to, the viewer is asked to decide if they need to go and take the left path or the right path. There's some counting involved. But mostly this episode is about making a child feel like they're somebody else going through what they are. A level of empathy. Because as I said, most of us at one point, maybe more than one point, will lose something, a toy or a teddy bear that we love. And Mickey and Donald have to try and go and find Sparky because Donald just cannot go to sleep without his toy lion. And what I found really funny was actually a lot of people had been annoyed by this toy lion because it makes a noise. And they come across Daisy Duck, and Daisy is like, yes, I did see the toy lion because Donald made it make a noise. I got a fright and my sunglasses fell in the water. I don't know why I found that so funny, but I really did. It's the kind of playful, cheeky thing Donald would do and kind of made him feel childlike. Because I don't know how old the characters are meant to be, but typically I think of them as adults. But sometimes in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, they come across as being like children. And there was a short I watched recently, a Donald Duck short from I think like the 50s or maybe the 40s, where he was going to school and he was a child. And this is kind of reinforced here, where he is more of the age of the target audience than I usually perceive him to be. I enjoyed the journey of trying to find the lion. It wasn't completely predictable. I think the lion itself looks a little bit peculiar, but it's very sweet. My favourite bit, they all sang Figaro. You know, the Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. I don't know what that's from. I actually don't know the name of the song it's from. But they sang that, which amused me greatly, because Figaro was stuck up a tree. The lion made a noise, Figaro got a spook, and ran up the tree. So they have to try and get Figaro down. And this is the first time Figaro has appeared in Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Figaro is my favourite Disney cat. Sometimes I think Ambrose might pit Figaro to the post, but I love Figaro the most. And the animation of Figaro is so adorable and so cute, and that really made me smile. So although Donald's pet lion, or Donald's lost lion, is never going to be pet lion, would make this a very different story. Donald's Lost Lion is never going to be my favourite episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. There is a lot in this that I liked. And particularly I liked Figaro. I hope we get to see more Figaro. We have a lot of other characters in here. Pete is here. The usual great voice cast, of course. Win Allwine voices Mickey Mouse. Tony Anselmo as Donald Duck. Frank Welker voices Figaro. By which I mean Frank Welker meows like Figaro. I love Figaro. Donald's Lost Lion is a lot of fun. Really made me look at these characters, particularly Donald, in a different way and kind of try and work out their ages. I don't know if there is like an official, like a beat sheet or something, with Donald's age on it and all of his information. But I will still think of them as adults. But this episode allowed me to have a different perspective. Donald's Lost Lion is very adorable.